Hello, viewers. Welcome to Milo's Youth Podcast. I'm your host, Milton. On today's discussion, we'll be having a reflective topic, which is where did Sierra Leone went wrong on the good old days? With me to push on this discussion, I have Mr. Balogun Edbert Nelson Aden. Mr. Aden, introduce yourself to the viewers.
I am Balogun Nelson Harding of number 5 Smart Farm, Wilkinson Road. Okay. Milton has asked me to be a part of this uh, interview so that I can be able to throw in some light into what has led to the decadence of our country's economy and social system since after independence.
Okay. So, what did you know about the topic?
Well. This topic is it embraces a whole lot, meaning that since after independence, the economy of Sierra Leone used to flourish, and Sierra Leone was once regarded as the Athens of West Africa. We had the best system of education. We had a very functional health system, and the judiciary was independent, and everything was working favorably as we are striving towards social and economic development.
So, as you've highlighted some of the progress we've made around the early days in Sierra Leone's history, who were the key figures in this progress that was made in the early days of Sierra Leone's history?
Uh, Sir Milton Magai politically was the leader. He was the head of state. He was the first prime minister until 1963 when he died. He was succeeded by his brother Albert Magai. And shortly after that, we had an election. I think it was the second general election uh, that was being conducted, in which Saka Stevens won by a very marginal vote, I should say, you know, though it was controversial. And that controversy led to a military government taking over, you know, in 1967. That military government was uh, was headed by Brigadier Andrew Jackson Smith, you know. Uh, Take into consideration about the economy and the political system, you know. The economy was still vibrant, and the political system uh, became very explosive when the APC, which was formed and headed by Sheikh Stevens, uh, became very popular because as a result of the policies that Sir Albert Magai adopted. And what happened was that the MPRC government, sorry, it's not the MPRC, but the NRC, National Reformation Council, which was headed by Brigadier Andrew Jackson Smith, only lasted for about 1.5 years. And it was overthrown by a very junior military, Emmanuel Rogers, who was a staff sergeant, you know. And later on, they brought in Shaka Stevens, who likely was the chosen leader, you know. So in 1969 was it, I think, 68, 69, Shaka Stevens became the prime minister, the second prime minister, the third prime minister of this country. And then the economy was very, very, very stable. And then things were really working favorably. And shortly after that, it was almost overthrown by Brigadier Bangura, who thought that Shaka Stevens was really getting the situation in this country manhandled. In other words, it was becoming very, very powerful. And unfortunately, Brigadier Bangura was indicted and found guilty of treason and was killed. And shortly after that, the government introduced, I think, a republican constitution. Sierra Leone became a republican, a country with a republican constitution just shortly after that.
That was which year?
That was in 1970.
1971, I guess.
1971. In 1971, when we became a republican country with a republican constitution. You know, I left this country in 1971. You know, and I was not in this country when it became a one-party system with a republican constitution. You know, I came back in 1980 when Shaka Stevens wanted to host the OU conference. I was strongly advised by the then governor of the bank, central bank, not to host that conference, the OU conference, because his advice was that it will have an adverse effect on our economy, you know. And so the then governor of the central bank was assassinated, I should say. He was assassinated. I had to get rid of him. And Shaka Stevens proceeded in hosting the OU conference. But that had a negative impact on our economy.